Good morning or afternoon, everyone. It's a huge honor to present our work entitled Largely Simulation of Aerospace HT Supersonic Propulsion. My name is David Ghosh. I am an undergraduate student, and this study was conducted under the mentorship of Dr. Hamutaji at the Computational Fluid Dynamics Laboratory of Hello Institute of Technology, India. Before going to look at the flow visualization, let's have a quick look at what is supersonic propulsion. Supersonic propulsion, or SRP, is a technology for braking a spacecraft by firing rocket thrusters in the opposite direction of the vehicle's velocity vector. The usage of SRP in rockets is still novel, but it is a promising technology for slowing down through an atmosphere in a very efficient way, which has been shown by SpaceX in the recent years. While the SRP technology is making progress on Earth with reusability and reduced cost as its main objectives, it is also a critical area of development for further exploration of the solar system. For the numerical investigation, a symmetrical geometry has been generated where the free stream is considered as a pressure field boundary condition with a supersonic flow of Mach 2 at pressure of 2 psi. The inlet of the aerospike nozzle being at a total pressure of 9000 and 4.6 psi such that the ratio of the pressure of the jet to the free stream pressure becomes 4502.3. As mentioned, the study employs large eddy simulation or LES, by which the large-scale motions of the large eddies of the turbulent flow are computed directly and only the small scale of the subgrid scale motions are modeled, resulting in a significant reduction in the computational cost compared to direct numerical simulation and more accuracy over RANS-based turbulent models. And an important point to note that the final mesh with 1.3 million cells is used in the study that resolves about 80% of turbulent kinetic energy, which makes it suitable for our purpose. It is obtained after a cycle of mesh refinements by implementing precursor RANS-based ST omega simulations until the ratio of the integral length scale to the number of cells per integral length scales become greater than 5 for the mesh for the same flow condition. Here we present the visualization of the transient SRP flow field. A well-known vortex identification method, the QKIT is used to visualize the vortex structures. We can see the jet exiting from the nozzle undergoes expansion until the jet pressure becomes equal to the ambient pressure, thus forming a constant jet boundary. Moreover, the jet is reflected from the jet boundary in form of weak compression waves, collectively forming a barrel shock. Furthermore, the rapid expansion in the jet core reduces the axial pressure to a limiting value at which a strong normal shock wave occurs. This is often referred to as MACDIS or terminating shock. As at the interaction point of barrel shock and MACDIS, a reflector shock emanates, due to which this region is called as triple point. Again, the flow passing through the MACDIS is subsonic, and so is the region after the bow shock formed by the oncoming supersonic flow. These two subsonic flows interact to form a region with zero velocity, named as free stagnation point. Also, the interaction of free stream and jet produces a recirculating region originating from the triple point. If we look closely, we can observe the recirculating region completely clears the forebody and reattaches downstream, forming a layer over the aerosol vicinity. Velocity contour plots with streamlines have been shown here for better depiction and understanding of the previously discussed flow features. Thank you for your time, and I hope you enjoyed it.